Thank you for calling High Priority Plumbing. This is Brittany. How can I help you?
With over 20 years in the industry, High Priority Plumbing has certified technicians that can take care of any of your residential or commercial plumbing needs. General plumbing installation and repairs, leak detection and repair, water heater maintenance, repair and replacement, water and sewer line repair and replacement. At High Priority Plumbing, our customers are our priority. Give us a call today at 770-860-8110.
We're here at Brian Simpson's house. Brian has been awesome showing us around his man cave from High Priority Plumbing. But you know, we're here in your place, man. We're not at work, we're not in the office. Just seeing how you kick back and how you do it. And man, you got a lot of stuff. This is a really, really big man cave.
Yeah, I've been collecting guitars for 20 years now. Not a great musician, I can play, but I love collecting guitars. That's my retirement. Because I have a lot of mint Gibson guitars that are worth, hopefully they're worth money now, but hopefully in 20 years, they'll be worth a lot more.
Okay.
Now one of the biggest things that stood out to me is I'm a real big hip hop guy and a real big Atlanta guy that supports everything here. Kind of tell us about the story about Andre Benjamin again, which is Andre 3 Stacks, one half of Outkast.
Right. So I picked up a Fender Jazz bass, which is the sunburst one on the wall, and I bought it and it sat in the case for 2 years and I didn't play it. That's how I don't play very often. So we had a gig on Jekyll Island and I took it down there, so I pulled it out and there's a receipt from New York City in 1996 where Andre Benjamin signed for it. And not only was a receipt in there, but there was a demo tape from 1996 from one of their albums. And I'm pretty sure that was before they hit it big, so you know, if it's worth $10,000, I'll take it.
Being that like years later he would go on, he just did a biopic about Jimi Hendrix.
Right.
So like the ties to that, like that's a real cool piece to have in here.
Right. When it's like the white one on the wall is a Jimi Hendrix guitar, but everybody laughed at the story behind him is that's what he could afford was a right-handed guitar player, but he's a left-handed guitar player, so he just strung it backwards. And he played a right-handed guitar all his life.
Wow.
So he just played it backwards.
So when you say it's a Jimi Hendrix guitar, you just mean it's strung backwards, or is it
No,
a
that's
guitar that he owned?
No, he didn't. No, Lord, no, he didn't own that. I'd be sold that a long time ago. No, that's just the style he played.
Okay.
But that's right-handed. He just, you know, it looked funny when he played it because it's upside down.
Love guitars, wish I could play, but I've got crooked pinkies, and I can't hit some of the chords right.
They really are.
Yeah, they are.
That's the first time I saw that.
Yeah, nobody ever notices.
You might be better than you think you are with a crooked
Well, no,
pinky like that.
I've tried teaching myself and taking some lessons, and it just is frustrating. But I'm left-handed. Tell me about this band. Is that what all this grew from and stemmed from? You said you're not a great player, but
yeah, well, I played.
You don't just have this stuff you bought just to sit down here because you're fascinated with picking up collectible guitars.
Right. Well, yeah, kind of. But
What's
it
up with
stems
this band?
from I played bass in the band in Brunswick, so we played 4 years up and down the East Coast, and I had a child. So that ended that career.
Yeah.
But after, so in 2006, we all got back together. It'd been 20 years.
Mm-hmm.
So for the next 5 or 6 years, we played once a year on Jekyll, and we just invited our friends and family, and we kept doing that until they tore down everything on Jekyll. But now they rebuilt it. And we hadn't played in 2 years, but it's just, you know, everybody gets busy.
What's the name?
So Dawn Patrol. So we named our band after Night Ranger's first album. So the story about this bass right here is I wanted this Rickenbacker for Christmas. I wanted it for years, but would never pay the money. So I saw it on eBay and told my wife, I said, look, I want that guitar for Christmas, but what she didn't know is I'd already bid on it. So I told her the story about a year ago that I'm the one that was outbidding her on the guitar because I didn't want her to know that I was outbidding her, so she actually emailed the people and told them, so look, I just paid full price for it. So she ended up paying full price for the guitar, and she didn't know I was the other one that was bidding on it. So if I'd have told her then, I'd have got it cheaper, but Oh well, I still got it for Christmas, so.
But when we first walked into your man cave, that ocean scene you have over there, tell me about your aquarium.
I've been infatuated with saltwater aquariums for, God, since I was a kid, because my uncle built one from scratch. So that is, well, that's 400 gallons and weighs 5,000 pounds. So I've been doing it for a while, and it took me a while to not kill everything in the tank. Because it's salt water, and it's like once you get the equipment, everybody says it's so expensive. Yeah, it is to get started, but once you get the equipment, it's not that big a deal.
So what's the most expensive fish that you paid for?
It's in that tank. It was probably, no, the most expensive fish I bought was dead.
Okay.
Did you kill it?
No, well, yeah, probably, but not on purpose.
Experience?
So it was what they call a queen angel. It was about $500.
Wow.
And it lasted a month. So, but I mean, even everything in there's live. The sand's live, the rock's live.
What does that mean, live sand?
That means it's like the fish eat off of it. So there's stuff growing on it. So like most of those in there are what you call tangs, and they're from Hawaii.
So it's a living ecosystem.
I don't have to feed that. Okay. I don't have to feed them fish if I don't want to. They might look puny, but they can eat off the rocks.
You know, every woman wants to have their touch in the man cave.
That's right.
It has to just be just a sprinkle of them to let them know that I'm still here.
Who would you say spends more time in your man cave, you or your wife?
Me. She won't come down here unless she's looking for the dog.
But she has 2/3 of the man cave.
Yeah.
Just in case, that's a clause that she keeps. Just in case she invokes the right to come back and hang out.
I mean, look at the footstool.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's not my touch.
It's leopard spray.
It's a nice touch, though. It's a nice touch to everything you have, man.
Where you at?
Daddy doesn't know any Boston. Let's keep going. What do you think, Lincoln?
Well, I hear that train coming.
Coming around the bend, I ain't seen the sunshine, I don't know when.
Pull that card!
Hey! Now, he redeemed himself with the X, but when we came into something that was supposed to be his genre, the man has a rock and roll shrine in his living room. Y'all just saw it. We're gonna pan back to him, maybe he'll redeem himself.
I don't get to listen to as much music as I wish I could because my radio's not on anything I want to listen to. It's probably on Dora the Explorer. What's some things for the aspiring guy out there that is thinking about carving out his little space in the house or in the garage or in the basement or in the apartment? What's some advice that you have for somebody that's going to start man cave?
Ask her permission.
Ask? I thought it's better to ask for forgiveness than permission.
No, because if you put it up, then she makes you take it down.
That's worse.
Oh, well, that would be terrible.
So just that's the only thing you can say is ask permission.
Take your cooking experience to a whole new level with Big Green Egg. Create mouth-watering dishes and encounter flavors like never before. At Upchurch Fence, you will find Big Green Eggs and all of the accessories you will need to get grilling, roasting, smoking, and baking. Stop by today at 2363 Highway 42 North Jenkinsburg, Georgia, and start enjoying the ultimate cooking experience.
Take a walk on the wild side at Wild Wing Cafe in McDonough. Choose from 33 freshly made sauces in our kitchen to add to your wings. Or stop by for lunch and try our all-you-can-eat wing bar. If you're looking for something other than wings, choose from our large variety menu, including 100% Angus chuck burgers, salads, wraps, and more. If it's beer you want, we are fully stocked with 30 local and craft beers on tap. Watch the game on multiple TVs or enjoy our live music every weekend. We're McDonough's home for hot wings, cold beer, and good times.
Don't let them jack your hair up. Come to Supreme Barbershop, where our master barbers cut it right the first time. We are a full-service barbershop offering cuts, color, eyebrow arching, straight razor, and hot towel shaves. Men, women, and children will enjoy the family-friendly atmosphere and professional service. Located at 151 Jonesboro Road, McDonough, Georgia, you can simply walk in or call us at 770-957-8474 for an appointment.
Here at Supreme Barbershop, customer service is our #1 guarantee. Without you, there'd be no me.
Hey there, I'm Shane of Shane's Rib Shack, and welcome to my man cave. This used to be an old horse barn, and so we really wanted a place where we could entertain our kids, friends, and actually we have a workout area here that you can actually work out. All this was a dirt floor, so we poured concrete in here, and then we decided to keep going and kind of finish it for an entertainment barn, so to speak. Right here we have a lot of the sports memorabilia, and the thing I'm most proud about when you look at this is if you look up here, a lot of these pictures we have signed stuff with Tom Glavine, things like that. But my favorite ones are ones of my kids. That's my son Slade with football, Seth, who graduated last year playing football, baseball pictures, my daughter's softball. So it's just a place to kind of show off what they've done. And this whole thing really is just about them. Some of the deer we've killed. My boys love to hunt. Got a little kitchen area here. And then if we go from there, go upstairs, you can see where whenever we have a big group of kids over, then they can come here, do whatever they want, and they can spend the night. Because up here in the lofts, there's a lot of places to sleep. We can just pack them in. So let's walk up here and we'll take a look at that. And up here is the barracks or the loft. Now the cool thing about this is that every single board in here I've touched. And even the tin that we have up here that looks so weathered, we actually did that, a special little process. I'd never done it before. I'm not a construction guy, but just the passion to make something look real rustic. We did that. And this is where all the kids can come, have a great time. Nobody bothers them. They have few rules, but you can just pack them in here and let them have a great time. Now this is my smokehouse. We cooked a lot of food here. A lot of times for entertaining big parties, we can do anything from just a couple people, and I'll show you my smokers in a little bit. But all this right here is designed for the enjoyment of others, really. And you know, barbecue for me is a passion, and it's the camaraderie of it. So sitting around up here with the smoker going is what I love. And then you can look at some of the things on the wall. There's a lot of memorabilia here that's special to me, whether it be certain pieces that have come from somewhere. Cuckoo clock is what my grandparents are who raised me. People go, why you got a cuckoo clock up here? Well, it's just something that's special to me because I remember as a kid being at my grandparent. And if you look around, it's not really as much of a trophy room as it is. There's a lot of meanings behind some of this, including a picture up there that I think is a couple 100 years old that came from my great-grandmother. Don't know who he is. He looks at me every time I come in that door. I guess he's making sure that I'm smoking stuff really good. So my pride and joy here is one of my big smokers. This is a wood-fired smoker, and I'll use pecan wood sometimes. I use hickory, mesquite, depending on what I'm cooking. But this is where all the enjoyment comes. Again, we can sit here. Now, a lot of things take 10, 12 hours to smoke, but we can sit here and have a great time. All right, now we're gonna go to the outdoor kitchen. And that's another place that I love, just like the smokehouse, where I can entertain people. And y'all come on down here and I'll show you how we do it on the range. So welcome to our outdoor kitchen. This is where we spend a lot of family time. I cook outside more than I do inside. And this was once a garage, but I can show you everything we did here. What I love the most about it, everything you see here, even the lumber, this came off this property. We kept the live edge on it. It's little things like that that I really get excited about. But what most excited when you see your whole family sitting here, I'll be back here cooking and they're waiting on the dinner to come out. And it just is what people don't do much anymore, spend that family time, and this has given us a great spot to have family time with. And there's my beautiful wife, Stacy. Hey, Stacy, with my beautiful boxer. He doesn't help me cook, but you know, out here is where I'd say our life really does happen. All these other things are really cool, but this is just kind of the nucleus of what we do, especially when the weather's nice like this. I've even been known to cook out here in the wintertime. Don't you? It is awesome. Hey, I want to tell you guys, thank you so much for coming in and seeing my man cave. But I'm going to get back to what I enjoy the most, and that's my family. There's my grandkids, and we're going to go play on the swing set. I love to cook for people. I'd always wanted to have a restaurant, so I said, I'm going to chase what I love. That's what I love about barbecue. It's a time where people come together, and we're celebrating the 4th of July every day with these ribs.
Excuse me, store. Where did you get that bow tie from? It's crooked. That's right. That's right.
Are you tired of searching for the perfect bow tie or necktie? You deserve style without breaking the bank. TNN Bow Ties and Apparel offers an exceptional and diverse selection of neckwear just for you. Looking for the ideal neck accessory for that next business meeting? Trying to figure out what to wear for the formal occasion quickly approaching? You found it. TNN Bow Ties and Apparel is your one-stop shop for neckwear, aimed to give you that dressy appeal or the casual look. You choose. Our options include both men and boys accessories. Dress your young gentleman up for all to see. It's time the wardrobe got straightened up with style and purpose. Shop online at tnbowties.com. That's tnbowties.com.
Get style with us. TNN Bow Ties and Apparel with style meets purpose.
Home Recreation is your premier supplier for stylish pool tables, jukeboxes, arcades, and pinball machines for the ultimate in-home entertainment. Make your holiday plans legendary. Home Rec, your relaxation destination.
So we're sitting here with JT Holt. JT, got to start with the initials. What's it stand for? Where did it come from? Who gave it to you?
Okay, my birth name, Jermaine Holt. JT come from back in the day when I used to do motorcycle street stunts. I started having a fan base from playing around the street, doing the wheelies, endos, turn around backwards, you know, multiple stunts. And then people used to come approach me like, hey, Jeremy, you know, man, that was cool, you know. I get Jeremiah and Jamie. I was like, how about just call me JT? You know, that's kind of where it started.
Jeremiah or a Jamie.
Hey, right?
And I feel him because I'm a JD, so I get it. My real name is Johnny, so like most times you don't want people running up to you, hey Johnny, or calling you by your first name. So how did you get involved in your career with doing stunts? What made you get drawn to that?
I used to see motorcycles. I was very fascinated with them, and then I asked my mom to get me a bike, and she said that's not happening under my roof. So. In the neighborhood, there was a kid pretty much trying to rip me off and just like, oh, I got a nice bike, I'll sell you for like 50 bucks. So pretty much, I cut a couple lawns. I said, hey, you still got that bike to sell? So I gave him 50 bucks and I got me a motorcycle that didn't run. I had a dishwasher job at a restaurant and pretty much my little job, I bought my first street legal motorcycle. And once I was able to just kind of get out on my own, ride out in the street. You know, I'm coming across guys who have bikes, and they ask if I like to join them on a ride, and so me, I'm very competitive, but there's nothing to compete with. But I was just that guy that wanted to show off. What's happening is through the years, I started just mastering my craft, where I started doing endos. Everywhere I go, like I said, wheelies. I used to turn around backwards. Next thing you know. there's guys now on the West Coast who are making videos, and they heard about me all the way on the East Coast, so they're making that phone call like, hey man, we'd like to feature you in our video, you know, do a little spot. So that's where it started. Once these guys, their videos circulating around the U.S. and with my face on there, and I had a different style of riding. I was more acrobatic, and the next thing you know, I had people say, "Hey man, why don't you do your own video?" You know, then I talked to my distributors like, "Hey, how do I go about that?" And they just say, "Buy a camera, go get some footage, we'll edit, put together for you." So they got I guess all the rights to the music and all that stuff to make it work.
And so that was the beginning of JT Holt, the stunt.
That was pretty much the beginning.
So you start out on bikes, you start making videos. How did you begin to get into other things? Because as I understand, you've done lots and lots of movies.
Absolutely.
And riding motorcycles and doing tricks on motorcycles is just one of the things in your bat belt.
Okay, yep. So back in 2002, of course, the two main motorcycle movies that was starting to shoot was Biker Boys and Torque.
Yeah.
So therefore, you know, that time there's only a handful of brothers that get out and ride, and there's kind of rare few that rides like me. So I had that opportunity. Well, the moment I got a phone call from a stunt coordinator, somebody dropped my name to him, like, this is the guy you would like to have in your movies. I got that phone call to go to California, and pretty much they flew me out, and I had worked on Biker Boys and jumped back and forth on both movies. And next thing you know, that was the jump start of my career.
That's JT right there.
Oh, wow.
JT,
What's up, buddy?
What's up, man?
Good seeing you guys again.
Good to see
Hey,
you.
you know how to make an entrance, don't you?
Hey.
We got a couple Z125s, a stand-up jet skis, some dirt bikes. What's up with the car and the truck?
The car is like an oversized, fun go-kart that's legal to ride in the street. So pretty much, the biggest task is to keep myself out of trouble with this car. Same thing with the truck. The truck, plenty, more than enough horsepower. It comes from the factory, you know, with I think 411 horsepower, but of course, you know, I wanted more, so I tacked on a supercharger.
The one that I got my on is that your little drifter you got.
I call it a big wheel. Is that a big wheel?
Yeah.
This thing
Well,
looks...
okay, this right here, it is a big wheel for big boys. You know, so pretty much how this right here has the same concept as pretty much this car when it comes to drifting. And Tim, I would like to show you a couple techniques. Then after.
Listen, I'll tell you, my experience with a big wheel goes as far as this. Extending the seat out farther as you get older and too big for it. So that's it. You put a piece of wood on it, you keep that seat going back.
This specific one is electric. So how this will work, you give it a little gas. You try to avoid spinning the front tire. It has enough torque, but you wear down your tire kind of quick. So you pretty much give it a little go. Just crank it up. There we go.
That's not the big wheel I grew up with. That's nothing like the big wheel I grew up with.
Tim?
All right, so here we go. So if anything crazy happens, guys, we're gonna say it was something else, right? Like something like I did a trick on the dirt bike or something.
So throw it out. There you go. And it's all about the counter steering.
Yeah.
I don't want to do anything over here. Bob.
You did pretty good, Tim.
All right. I think I'm good.
Yeah, I think you were kind of sandbagging because you did really good.
Listen, I'm terrified of all the obstacles that's in the way. I mean,
yeah, I wouldn't even.
We got
I don't
hundreds of
even
thousands
ride.
of dollars of toys out here. We're in an outside man cave.
My heart was beating fast for you.
JT, man, thanks a lot.
It's a pleasure,
Appreciate
man.
it, man.
Quite a pleasure, man.
Glad you guys came by.
So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Not all man caves have to be indoors, ain't that right, JD?
We just figured out that we have one of the best man caves of the season on the outdoors. So if you guys don't know, make sure you go check out JT Holt and all his special riding, wheelie tricks.
And he's gonna be in the new Black Panther that's out right now, ladies and gentlemen, so be sure you check him out.
Mountain Motorsports is your local power sports superstore. Check out our 50,000 square foot showroom of motorcycles, ATVs, utility vehicles, and personal watercraft. We carry your favorite brands like Can-Am, Honda, Kawasaki, KTM, Polaris, Sea-Doo, Suzuki, Victory, Yamaha, and so much more. Looking for pre-owned? Mountain Motorsports has over 1 million to choose from. With a 96% finance approval rate, you can be riding today. Come in and see our wide selection of parts and accessories, or bring your ride to our in-house service center. Visit us at 899 Irish Drive, Southeast Conyers, Georgia, or MMSConyers.com.
We wanted people to have something to sink their teeth into, and a history and story behind what we do at Jailhouse and why we do it. If you believe in the little man, small towns, and big flavor, then you're one of us.
Ride in style with a first-class look of luxury with Elite Events Limousine. Our limos and party buses are the perfect fit for your wedding, prom, date night out, birthday, airport transportation, or any occasion. Our professional drivers are highly trained and ready to make your next ride memorable. Call us today at 470-344-1634 or reserve online at EliteEventsLimousine.com.